Let's go.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to SWS Boxing. Delighted to be joined with Ryan Maycock. And, well, the prize fights, last time I interviewed him, he beat Kevin Reveal, but he's now he's the prize fighter winner. And he's back out fighting for the Southern Area title against Jack Martin, 17th of June at Brentwood Centre. But my first question, is about the Antonio fight, because I spoke to you about the Kevin fight. How do you feel about that Angelo fight?
Yeah, you obviously watched it. I thought slightly differently with Angelo compared to Kevin. So in the first round, I stayed on the back foot a lot more. Let him come. He was excited from his knockout in the his first fight, and just thought I'd let him swing away for a bit, trying to avoid any big shots, and then take my opportunity when it came, which was in the third round. Hit him with a sweet hook on the chin. He went down and then followed it up. He went down again. The ref sort of got in my way. His corner team threw the towel in, and the bell went pretty much all at the same time.
Because on here it says it's a points win.
Yeah, it wasn't a TK. They're not counting it, which is cool. It is what it is. So.
Well, the main thing is that you got the win in that.
I got the W. I won the tournament. So yeah, very happy. It was a good night. It was a good show as well. Like, regardless of me winning, Top Tier put on us obviously the first thing I've done with Top Tier, and it was brilliant. Top show. It's one of the best small hall shows I've ever seen, and I've been to tons of them.
Oh yeah, same. That was a very good show, and the way they set it up as well was it was great.
Yeah,
it was. So with Angelo, do you think he got a bit excited? Of course, he had that stoppage over Pavey. Do you think he was trying to do the same to you?
Maybe, perhaps, I don't know. Maybe mentally kind of done himself in with the sort of the excitement of the first fight, and also it was revenge for him as well, wasn't it? Because he'd lost to him not too long before that. So I think maybe mentally he checked out and he kind of won what he wanted to win and didn't really think about the fight. I don't know where he was at, but I know where I was at, and I was winning that tournament. So
yeah,
I tried to keep my cool, concentrate, box smart, and it worked out for me. So I put a lot of work into that. I trained really hard for a long time. So
yeah, you deserved it, mate.
Thank you.
And because your fight again, you're topping the bill against Jack Martin, but also it's a good undercard as well, isn't it? Good, always lots of 50-50s.
Yeah, that's it. From what I can see, what Top Tier's putting out, it looks like it's going to be a great show. So,
what about Angelo v Kevin, as you've boxed both?
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. So I got on really well with Angelo. He seems like a top lad. Me and Kevin, we didn't really get on. I've got nothing bad to say about him. But I was in the same changing rooms with Angelo for our first fight. So listen, we fought, but he's a nice lad. I'd train with him, I'd spar with him. He's a good lad. So
did you feel like that he was going to beat Carl?
Did I think he was going to win the first fight? Yeah, I did actually. It just mentally, I chatted to him, and he was just like, "I've got this." I just know he knew what he did wrong, and he was desperate to sort of take that loss and turn it into a win. So,
how did you approach the tournament? Like in camp, did you spar a few rounds, then had a break, and then sparred again?
No, no. I just tried to get as fit as possible, but I planned to be fit for 3 rounds, if you like. So explosive sparring, explosive training. Whereas now I'm fighting 10 rounds. I'm sort of slightly tweaking the training routine So Jack Martin's, he's got a good chin. He's fit as a fiddle. So I need to last these 10 rounds at a good pace.
Did you watch his fight where he won the Southern Area against
I did, yeah.
Jack?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on his fight?
Yeah, I mean, I've met him now. Obviously, we had our thing at the top tier office. He seems like a nice chap, but this is boxing, and we're going to fight. If I look at him technically, he doesn't excite me, and if I was a fan, he wouldn't excite me or scare me. He doesn't have any crazy power. He doesn't really throw anything unusual. He sort of comes forward at a very fast pace and throws what he can. I'm hoping that my diversity, my awkwardness, my power, and my experience will come on. It will show over the course of the 10 rounds.
It's your first 10 rounder, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
First of many.
Yes, true that.
Wasn't the fight against Jordan an 8-rounder?
It was an 8-rounder, yeah. But to be honest with you, I wasn't committed in the training when I fought Jordan. I was 4 or 5 years out from a fight, so I had a lot of ring rust, and I didn't. I'd seen Jordan fight before, and I knew he didn't have any power, and I just thought I'd walk through him. And I didn't. I had a lot of things going on in my personal life, and I didn't train the way I should be.
Did you underestimate him a bit?
Maybe a little bit, but it wasn't necessarily about him. It was more about me and where I was at, and I wasn't fully committed, which is different now. All I do is train. I own a gym. I live in the gym and I train, and that's all I do. Work, train.
Are you taking quite a bit out of when Jack Martin fought Jordan?
Sorry?
Are you taking anything, because Jack Martin lost to Jordan as well?
Yes.
Are you taking much from that defeat?
Yeah, no, I mean, I've obviously watched it. I've watched his fights, so yeah, I've just taken a lot from what he does and his style. And Jordan went on the back foot quite a lot with that, and just made Jack miss a lot. It was, Jordan didn't win by a landslide, but he definitely threw the classier shots.
Yeah.
I mean that's a way of beating Jack. Obviously there's different ways to beat. I don't think Jack's been hit quite as hard as I can hit. So Jordan's not a big puncher.
So do you think if he stands and trades with you, do you think you'll knock him out?
I believe so. Yeah, I honestly do. I don't think he's been hit. Also hit by someone with a left hand on that side. It's just different. It takes a lot of getting used to.
Mhm. Well, you definitely proved your power against Angelo.
I've got people underestimate the power of having both hands. I can hit you with a lead hook and it'll knock you out, and I can hit you with a backhand and that'll bang you out. So what I've got to think about is timing it well, and not using too much power too early. So I've just got to tee it up.
10 rounds, mate.
Exactly. Yeah. So.
Mm-hmm. What would winning the Southern Area title mean to you?
Oh, tons, mate. Loads. It's the start. It's on the ladder. It's like buying your first house. It's a title, and then I want to move onwards and upwards as fast as I can. I'm a lot older than everybody else, as you know. So I'm 35. So how many years seriously at a good level do I have? I don't know. The way I'm training, 3 years, 2 years, 4 years, I don't know. But all I know is I haven't got long. So I've got to crack on.
Yeah. So, I forgot what I was going to say. Sorry.
Sorry.
I forgot. So, are you signed with Johnny?
No, I'm not signed with Johnny. My manager is Charles Oliver, CEO boxing, and he's put me in touch with Johnny. And Johnny wanted a super welterweight to put in the show. I think Johnny put me in that show on the basis that he thought that Kevin was going to win, and I was just to add
Who thought
to the
Kevin
numbers.
was going to win? Johnny.
Maybe, I think so. Well, I think he was favourite to win anyway. Everyone thought he was technically better than everybody else, but
I
I don't
mean,
know.
you had the experience going into it,
Well,
so I thought
that's
you
what
would.
I always thought, but I was just coming off the back of a loss, and I hadn't fought for 4 or 5 years before that. So I suppose I was a bit of an unknown entity. Unlucky if that show had been when I fought Jordan, I probably wouldn't have won. But I've really changed the way I train, my mentality towards boxing, and my desire to do well. As Jack Martin said in my interview the other day, it's the last throw of the dice for me. If I rack up some losses, there's just no point in me carrying on because I won't get to
So
where I want to be.
if you didn't win that tournament, do you think you would have retired?
Maybe, maybe. I'm not saying yes or no, but it's a possibility.
Mm-hmm. So, so for anyone wanting to buy tickets off you for your upcoming fight, how much
Yes,
are
mate.
they?
£50 or £80 for VIP ringside.
Mm-hmm.
£50 standard tickets.
Because it's going to be a great night of boxing, so make sure you're down at Brentwood Centre.
100%. 17th of June. Get there, watch it. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a good night. Johnny's obviously, you've seen what he can do now. He's going to put on a great show.
And
They're going to be
get there
brilliant
from the
50
beginning as
fights.
well, because there's more good fights before your fight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Like that
there's tons.
Angelo Kevin, that's going to be a scrap.
Yeah. I think Angelo is stronger. Yeah, he's physically stronger. Kevin's probably technically cleaner, but
Kevin
technically
said
cleaner.
they both said that they're going to stand in the ring and just throw bombs at each other.
Yeah, I don't. They say that, but I don't see Kevin doing that. I don't see that being a smart move for Kevin. To be honest with you, you might say that in the build-up, but he is technically the cleaner boxer. If on paper,
So if there's
Angelo.
a knockout, do you think if they do stand and trade, do you think it'll go Angelo's way or?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think Kevin needs to. You always need to do what you do well, and he boxes well. He's technically very very smart. Clean, tidy, crisp. Stick with that, jab and move. Short, quick combinations and get out. You don't want to be trading with Angelo for no reason, just to prove what you can take a shot. It's stupid. What he should do is show everybody what he's really good at, which is boxing.
Mm-hmm. So if you had to pick a winner, who would you go with?
Oh, that's mean. That's mean. I don't know. That's a brilliant 50-50 fight. I'm gonna say Angelo just on the strengths.
Ah, well, I think Kevin, if he boxes
Okay.
smart, then I reckon he would win.
Yeah. What did you say?
I said I reckon if Kevin boxes smart, then he would win.
Yes. Yeah. Like I said, if he boxes smart, I think he'd do very well. But like you said, I watched that interview he had at Top Tier, and he's talking about standing in the middle and trading and going to war. That's not a smart move.
It's not. That's shaped up to be a good fight as well. Do you watch the fights like in the changing room?
Okay. You want to watch because you're a boxing fan, right? And you do. So like you pop your head out and watch. But if you've got a fight coming up, you want to try and conserve that energy. You don't want your adrenaline going. You want to concentrate on what you need to do. So yeah, you try to you want to watch. You might pop your head round and have a look because you know the fighters, but really you should be sat there trying to keep calm, save your energy, and doing a little bit of pads with your coach and just chatting through your own head what you need to do and how you want to do it.
So with that tournament, did you go through like a game plan for each fighter?
Chatted with Dennis Maycock, my coach, and my dad, and yeah, we had a little plan for both. So,
did you have a plan for Carl just in case you fought him?
No, we were going to take that as it came. But Kevin, obviously, we'd watched him box before, and the plan was to stick it on him. keep popping the straight backhand down the line, which seemed to work. I caught him a few times, and then he was a little bit tentative. Also, I think his style, like I said on the day, suits more rounds. He's a bit of a slow starter, so I just sort of pedaled to the metal and just started throwing more shots than he was and more aggressive. They're 3-round fights, so the 3 rounds disappears like you wouldn't believe. So you've got to show the judges that you're committed, and that you're throwing more shots.
Mm-hmm. How many days rest did you give yourself after the tournament win?
Maybe a week, maybe. But I knew this fight was going to become available. And to be honest, I'm enjoying my training so much at the moment that I had a week, but I still trained every day. I like I said, I work and live in my gym, so I'm always training. I can't sit still.
Mm-hmm. What do you make of Jack Martin as a fighter, like overall?
I think he's done well with what he has, which is endurance, a good chin, and he's very fit. Entertainment wise, skill wise, I wouldn't put him up there, but we're all good at different things. So I suppose I'll let me answer that after I fight him on the 17th.
Mm-hmm. And before I let you go, do you want to just thank anybody?
I'd like to thank all the fans that come to watch the fights, all the fans that buy tickets off me, all my mates and family members. I'd like to thank Johnny Clark for putting on these shows and giving us all us lads at this level a great opportunity. I'd like to thank my coach Dennis and my dad, and Charlie at CEO Boxing is always helping me out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And all the best with your fight, mate.
Yeah, you too. Keep doing what you're doing, lad.
Thank you, mate. Right. Bye.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.